Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Today, we are playing Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night. This is a spiritual successor, I suppose you'd call it, to the Castlevania series, specifically Symphony of the Night. From what I have heard, this game is going to be very similar to Symphony of the Night, but since that's one of the best games ever made, I guess that's okay. Now, as of this point, you guys have not seen any of my Let's Plays of the Castlevania series. So, it's possible then that you'll watch this before you watch my Castlevania stuff later on. For me, though, I have already played through... I've played through a lot of Castlevania games in the last year, including the first three on the NES, Symphony of the Night, Dracula X, the Game Boy games, and a couple Game Boy Advance games, and partway through Castlevania 64. So I'm pretty well familiar with Castlevania. Last year, they released Bloodstained. I think it was called, like, Curse of the Moon or something. So, similar title, but it was meant to be sort of a spiritual successor to the OG NES Castlevanias, specifically Castlevania 3. I have not played that. We're going with this newer one, because I guess this was the game that was originally the Kickstarter project. And Curse of the Moon, which may or may not be its title, was just like an accompaniment. But this is the main feature. So, from what I've seen, I don't love the art style of this game. I mean, compare it to Symphony of the Night, which still really holds up. I'm not crazy about it, but if it's a fun game, it's a fun game. Apparently the main menu volume is really wonky from what somebody said, and the opening cinematic is really quiet. So I don't know. I have the music bottomed out and everything else cranked up. And then once we get in game, we'll sort it out. Also, this game does not have native ultra-wide support, but there's a fan-made fix, but I can't really test it without going into game, and I have not gone into game yet, so we'll see how it goes. Well, that's weird. They got most of the screen. Oh, yeah, Miriam is fine. Normal difficulty is fine. Oh, there we go.
The Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass. But not all welcomed the change. In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city. It was a message. The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence. Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power. They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demonkind. Countless innocents died, And though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had already been paid and collected. As for the Shardbinders, they were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite. However, 2 survived. Jeeble, a boy for whom by some miracle the rite did not prove fatal. And Miriam, a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed, and mankind too soon forgets tragedy. The demons have returned, presaged by a great castle. And on this very hour, Miriam awakens. Upon learning Jeeble is the architect of this new, blood-stained ritual, Miriam and the alchemist Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
I mean, what I got out of that is the dude's name is Jeeble.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
It was Jeeble's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
Look at those thigh tattoos.
I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls. Miriam, I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeeble is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something.
Why is that word missing?
10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Okay. So, maybe we can bump up music. Do something like that. Just sort of looking at the levels and seeing how loud this like ship creaking is in the background. Maybe that's fine. We'll have to get into some more combat. Knife and kung fu shoes. Yep. Knife for self-defense. We have Ares horns. It's her favorite. Oh, so I can have a knife or kung fu shoes. Alright.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
I'll take care of it.
Crystallized form of demon power cannot be handled by an ordinary human being. Press Y to trigger projectile magic. Consumes MP. Cerulean Splash. Launch a bouncy ball of water at enemies.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body. The strength you gain from it is undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
I know my body's limits better than anyone, and I'm going to need all the power I can get. If I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Whoa.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it.
Think just because you're some hot chick with thigh tattoos, you can order some men around?
Just promise you won't push yourself.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
Alright. Let's bump this down. Bump that down. Maybe bump it there. It's a work in progress. Still seems like everything's spiking just a little much. I'm gonna bump that down. We've got music now, though. I think actually music could be bumped up one. Try that. It's still just... It's always hard to tell. Got a potion.
This device responds to magic. Maybe I just need to hold my hand up to it.
Oh, and we have that magic spell. Oh, this is like start of God of War. Tunic. For my studies, I have found the existence of the following attributes. A whole bunch of shit. Okay. Nice. Okay, cast magic toward the aim direction. Flame cannon. Done. Candles can drop a mana rose when destroyed. Mana rose is a magical rose. Holy shit. It slightly replenishes MP. Oh, that was pretty powerful. Got some bronze, cotton, halite, and sugar. One of those things is not like the other. Wonder if I'm going the correct way or a side way. Shoot some fireballs at your ass. Got really limited range. Good to know. Oh, level up. SP rounds. Stuff's happening, man, already. More SP rounds. Okay, my damage went up by 1. Writhing limbs. Just stuff. $10. I mean, the visuals aren't atrocious or anything. Like, I think there was some sort of like fan feedback thing that happened where everyone complained about the previous art style, and so they had to go in and fix it all, like Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't even remember what it used to look like. This boat is bigger than I thought. Ah. Save. Done. I mean, it certainly seems like a Metroidvania game. Look at this. It's got one better mind. That's a no-brainer. Uh-oh. Dollar hammer. Okay, done. That was pretty easy. Now... Oh. Can't get up there. Metroidvania. Oh. More cotton. What's a girl to do with cotton? Well, that's not good. Damn it. Ooh, Claymore. Now you're talking. Ooh. Big Daddy sword time. Rice seeds? What am I gonna do with that? Start playing Stardew Valley? So big. It's too big. Well, that's that. Just got rid of her horn. A gun? Infinite bullets? Oh, yeah. Actual bullets are way better. Damn. Wonder if you can make bullets. That would be preposterous. Crit on spells? Pretty good.
Take this!
Ring and a sea urchin. Okay. Just getting all the good stuff. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, look at this perfect map. Oh man.
Take this!
Shit.
Take
Oh.
this! Take this!
Shit. Country dress. Why would this increase your intellect from putting on a country dress? Video games. Ultra wide looks pretty good though. Nothing seems stretched or anything. And the UI goes all the way to the edges. It's not always the case.
Take this!
So we're out of good bullets. That was bound to happen. I don't have a double jump of any kind. So we're a little stuck.
Take this!
Can't shoot vertically. Thinking just in a modern game you would, but since it's Castlevania,
Take this!
can't.
Take that!
I see my MP recovers automatically. That's nice. Spells might end up being really nice.
Take this!
I kind of wish she didn't vocalize her actions so much, but she does.
Take that!
Headshots, nice. Didn't even think about it. Wit. Well, we're just trying out every weapon, you know. Oh! Head flail. Okay. What? Oh, so that's instead of the water splash. Cost 10 more MP. That's a heavy cost. It better be real damn. Okay, that's pretty good. $500. Okay. Not a chance in hell. Well, that seems rather final, doesn't it? Let's hold off just yet. Whip some rats. Get 500 more bucks. Alright, well, I'm assuming we can come back to this boat at some point.
So, Sleeping Beauty, you've decided to awaken.
Jeeble, tell me you didn't do this. It doesn't make any sense.
How does it not? After all the sins humans wrought upon us?
Johannes told me what they did to you. And you're right, it's horrible. But what you're doing now is just as bad.
No! No, there you are very wrong. What the alchemists did was reshuffle our bodies. What I intend to do is reshuffle the world. I'd say I've earned the right.
Yeah, it certainly seems like a Castlevania game.
Join me, Miriam. You're the only one who understands the pain I feel. What it's like to no longer be human.
What? I never thought I'd hear those words from you.
Never thought I'd hear those words from anyone.
I was the one that came to you broken. Convinced I was a monster. And you told me...
This is nonsense.
You told me... Our power doesn't make us good or bad. Our choices do. I'd given up on my humanity, but you restored my hope. Don't you remember?
Gosh, it's just... Like, God. I've been trying to, like, introduce anime to my parents, because they're always looking for, like, good television shows to watch. And, you know, they've sort of written off anime as just being, like, childish and weird and stuff like that. But, I mean, there are a lot of legitimately just good Japanese animated shows that are, you know, adult and mature enough to compete with regular television. But then it's like, you know, in a lot of shows, there's just like these weird, just very just anime specific tropes and things like that with character interactions and cliches and stuff. And it's just like, I feel like, can I ever introduce my parents to anime of any kind? Probably. There's probably some specific stuff out there that'll work, but... Oh, God.
Master Jeeble, we must return.
Yes. Miriam, I tire of reminiscing with you. You're here to kill me, aren't you? Then first prove you can find me.
Along the way, you'll have no choice but to absorb shards and avail yourself of the powers of hell. If you can still claim to be human at the end of it all, then perhaps I might be more inclined to listen. Come, Gregory. We're leaving.
Jeeble, wait!
Here we go. What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Damn it. I think that flail did some good damage. Whip, I feel, is not competitive. Probably like short sword the best as far as balanced attack. Pop a potion. Damn it. Like, this is just better than the whip in practically everywhere. Uh-oh. Pop another potion. I mean, obviously, when I'm thinking about, like, mature anime, it's not stuff like this. But I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. Damn it, dude. Maybe I'm supposed to die. Maybe I'm not supposed to die. God damn it. That's rough. Holy shit.
So, come.
I can't imagine the flail is not the best bet, though. For just, like, spamming. I don't know. I don't know if I have an item that will restore MP or not. I'll have to check. I've got cotton, I know that. Okay, we're doing all right. That's not all right. Bullshit. Fine. No. I think we're doing better. Come on. This attack ain't doing shit. Move on. tentacle
I
attack.
saw it.
That's just what I want to see.
Just a flicker. That was the Jeeble I know. I will put a stop to all this.
Bloodstained.
We're here.
That was the other thing I was thinking about. Was like anime intros, like opening credits for every anime episode. That's not really something I mean, like American television opening credits are always really subdued. Anime is generally the complete opposite, like over the top singing and just flashing and craziness for even like the most serious of animes and stuff. So yeah, I don't know how that goes over.
Was this a village? What happened to it? The demons Jeeble summoned?
They've moved faster than we hoped. Miriam, we have to hurry. This was where we were supposed to meet our contact.
All right. But wait. Let me clear the area. There are still demons about.
Okay, I don't know how we're gonna get back on the boat. I guess we're still sort of... Okay, we can just go... Well, maybe now that it's... I'm not sure why it's still swaying. Okay, I don't think that'll make it, but okay, we can come back. Got Thrashing Tentacle, 80 MP cost, which means I'm not going to use it. I can see you can upgrade the rank. There's 5 different types of shards, which is pretty cool. Definitely going to be some crafting involved. Probably going to be plenty of grinding involved, which gets me real excited. Arvantville. The hell was that?
Oh, thank you, Miriam. You know who I am. And that means...
I'm sorry we couldn't get here sooner, Dominique.
So this is our contact.
Yes, the church sent me. As you can see, I know a thing or two about expelling demons.
Where's the text?
An exorcist. Then we're lucky to have you, Dominique.
And the church you, Miriam. Thank you for guiding her here, Johannes.
You wouldn't have asked if it wasn't important, but you should tell us why you need her. Miriam isn't one to shy away from danger, but she deserves to be armed with all the facts.
Yes, very well. I told you when I contacted you that the Shardbinder Jeeble is responsible for summoning the castle.
Yes, there's no mistake about that. He admitted as much.
What? You spoke to him?
Then let me get right to the point. I find it curious that the outpouring of demons, facilitated by one Shardbinder, just happens to coincide with the sudden awakening of the other Shardbinder after exactly 10 years.
You're right, it is strange. But the Church doesn't get to drag Miriam into this just because the timing is odd.
Oh, do you decide for her then? I asked you to bring her here so she could see the horrors that have befallen the village and make an informed choice. I have no intention of forcing you, Miriam.
You don't have to. I gave Jeeble my word that I would stop him. What happened here only strengthens my resolve.
Thank you, Miriam. I am sorry to put it on your shoulders.
Pardon me?
Oh, hello there. Are you all right? We didn't mean to ignore you.
I'm all right, thank you.
You are quite welcome. Do you have a name?
Anne.
What a lovely name! Anne, you shouldn't be out here. Let me take you somewhere safe.
Oh, all right.
Come on, this way.
Dominique.
I did some looking around before, and this place seems secure.
Yes, agreed.
Johannes, you, Anne, and I will remain here. We can assist Miriam from safe ground.
What? We can't ask her to brave the castle alone?
Don't be foolish. She is trained in combat. Are you? We would only get in the way.
But that's not the point.
I'll be fine, Johannes. Please don't worry.
All right, but we'll be here if you need us.
Let's not waste any time. We have a lot to do.
Come back if you need anything. I'll get a workshop running so I can perform alchemy for you.
Thank you, Johannes.
I know you're strong, but be careful.
I will.
My only question are like the red and blue wedges in the upper right. I don't know what those are meant to correspond to. But we got a waystone. That's something. Relic that takes you wherever you picture. Requires concentration. Alright, some sort of fast travel thingamabobber.
Miriam, welcome. Since this is your first time here, let me tell you a little bit about the supply post.
Please.
I have made arrangements so you can buy and sell items here. I would have liked to provide what you need for free, but seeing as we are largely cut off from the church's funds out here, I will need money in order to keep the supply post stocked. I hope you don't mind paying.
Oh, I see how it is.
No, I understand. I appreciate you doing what you can.
I can also buy shards from you if you no longer need them.
Interesting.
Wait, is trade in demon shards even allowed?
Of course. The church would sooner gather them up and make certain they are purified. I am not permitted to sell them, but I can buy them off you. You may want to keep extras, since possessing multiple shards of the same type amplifies its power, but there is a limit to how far that can go. And more importantly, if you carry a large number of shards, your body's corruption
may accelerate, but I'll find a way to deal with that myself.
I still recommend selling your shards as a means of making money.
That sweet corrupted body.
All right. I know you're looking out for me.
I think that explains everything. Now, would you like to have a look around? What are you looking to buy?
Oh, damn, she sells all sorts of shit. Potions, ethers, mithridates, aka antidote. Why not just call it that? If you have potion and ether, why not call it an antidote? Holy water, stone thaw. You can buy something just to poison yourself. That's rather dark. Waystones are pretty cheap. Ethers are cheaper than potions, which is interesting. That's pretty rare in games. Panacea. Flour. Eggs, sugar, cinnamon, milk, red beans. Cacao beans. Baking soda. Alkahest. Look at all this shit. Ectoplasm. 8-bit coins. Corn seeds. You can use it to create more corn. Dude, what the hell? I don't know if I should buy anything. I mean, we find plenty of weapons, I assume. But look at all these weapon types. It's pretty good. It's not even including, like, whips. Oh, no, it does include a whip. So this could be, like, every weapon type. Like melee, yeah, like kung fu shit. Knight. Oh, actually, it says. Shoes, daggers, rapiers, swords, clubs, great swords, which includes axes, apparently, katanas, spears, whips, firearms. It's a pretty healthy set. I mean, katanas are really cool, as always.
What are you looking to sell?
Now, you can also sell all that same shit. Doesn't sell for much, though.
What are you looking to sell?
You can sell shards, which... I mean, we're not going to sell any of that,
I forgot to give
but...
this to you. It's the key to the building. You can use it to explore further in.
Thank you.
I invited the other survivors inside where it's safe. They all have troubles that need resolving, if you can spare them the time.
I'll do what I can.
I know you will. Come back anytime. I'll be praying for you.
Oh, hello, miss. Oh, you're looking fit as ever.
Dominique, what is all this machinery?
That is photographic equipment we've been working on.
Photographic?
To put it more plainly, it allows me to capture images of real life, landscapes, people.
What? Really? Can I try it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the silver bromide I need.
I'll see if I can find it. Be right back.
So I can unlock the photo mode. That is like mandatory in every video game now.
Ah, here she is. You have to marvel at the church's resources. Look at what they've provided for us.
I know, it's incredible.
So, what I can do for you here in the workshop is take materials you bring me and transmute them into new items. But the alchemy is easier to show you than explain. Here, I have some materials we can use. So let's try transmuting them. So, what'll it be?
Okay, I can make a potion, or a knife, or a base lard. Oh my god, I can make anything I want. I can make a katana. Let's make this Nodachi.
I'll go with this.
Done. Look at that. Can make bat wings. Bat wings.
I'll go with this.
I can make a pirate hat. Of course.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
I guess maybe that's it. Oh, and I can make food. Oh, I can't make food. I need rice. Look at all these foods. Seriously, look at all these foods. What the hell? A freaking consomme. Like, what the hell? Macaroni gratin. Egg on rice. That's just something that just seems so odd to me, and I don't know why it would be eaten. I mean, Japanese eat it, but it's just some wild shit, man. Like, this seems really yummy to me. Like, I want to go to Japan and eat some rice balls. It seems yummy. I like rice, but just dumping a raw egg on rice... Okay, so we can enhance shards.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this.
I don't know if it increased the cost or not. It does not. Or at least that didn't. I would assume they would warn you.
I'll go with this.
I'll leave it at that. You can also use Alchest to break down into materials. That's crazy.
Once I've transmuted an item, I'll pass it on to Dominique, so she can carry it at the supply post for you. I'll do my best to inform you of what items you can make from what materials. But when it comes to items I don't know about, you'll have to find a formula for me and bring it here.
I understand.
Also, the demon crystal you've obtained, the shards, those can be transmuted the same way as items. Each shard requires specific materials, but it's worth it to make your shards more useful. Try it when you get the chance.
I think I will.
Also, neither one of us has been eating well. No wonder, considering the struggle we've been through to survive. If you bring me the ingredients, I can use alchemy to prepare meals for us. With proper nutrition and a varied diet, you have the potential to get much stronger.
Do you have to use alchemy for that shit? Why not just cook it? That's not alchemy. Okay, so it sounds like it said stat boost. I don't know if they meant a permanent one. If that's true, then you want to make everything at least one. All right, well, there's a lot of things involved, which is very exciting. Definitely looking forward to grinding it all up and mixing it all together and making a Castlevania stew. But my name is Mangg. Game you're watching has been Bloodstained, a Ritual of the Night. I'll see you fine folks in the next part.